Meet the X-Quad 3000 by CycleBoard, the world's first stand-up, lean-to-steer, four-wheel electric vehicle. Welcome to the first of a three-part video series where we're going to cover steering, braking, and power and performance. For this video series, we're going to focus on the unique steering characteristics of the X-Quad, so let's dive right in. Steering the X-Quad is achieved by leaning the board from left to right. Simply lean left to steer left, or lean right to steer right. This intuitive steering design ensures the rider's body mass is always leaning into the turns, creating the highest levels of stability and control. The return to center spring system helps maintain neutral balance, which supports the rider into and out of the turns. To steer with the least amount of effort, simply shift your weight from side to side. The deck has plenty of standing room at 10 inches wide by 25 inches long and includes a rear foot pad to help define the back of the deck without looking. Stand ski style with your feet side by side and drop your hip to shift your weight. Or stand snowboard style with 1 foot forward and 1 foot back and shift your weight from heel to toe. You can also steer by using your hands to push the handlebars from left to right. However, you'll always have the most control by shifting your weight with your feet and pushing the handlebars with your hands together in one combined motion. Technically, it is possible to steer with only your feet. However, your control is very limited and we don't suggest this. The average person typically takes about a minute to about an hour to get a good feel for the steering motion. It is possible to tip the board over, but it's not easy. Once the board reaches its steering limit, if you continue to lean and apply enough leverage, the wheel will lift up and it's a natural feeling to just step off for balance. The turning radius is about 14 feet, which is more than enough to manage spaces with tighter turning requirements. The X-Quad uses a four-way braking system that combines regenerative braking, mechanical brakes, and hydraulic disc brakes. The right-hand side brake lever is for the front mechanical drum brakes, and the left-hand side brake lever is for the rear hydraulic disc brakes. The regenerative braking is automatically engaged when you let off the throttle or when you lightly pull the right or left handbrake levers. Since the X-Quad has four-wheel mechanical brakes, the regenerative braking is on the lighter side and not designed to fully stop the board and can be disabled in the display. The front of the X-Quad uses drum-style mechanical brakes, which are optimized to avoid locking the front wheels. There's an easy adjustment for the front brakes to make sure your two front brakes are always balanced and braking equally. The rear of the X-Quad uses hydraulic disc brakes for maximum stopping power. There's also a parking brake on the left side handbrake lever that locks the rear brakes to prevent rolling if you're on a hill. Depending on the rider's weight when riding on paved surfaces and using the front and rear brakes together, you should expect stopping distances of roughly 8 feet at 10 miles per hour, 15 feet at 15 miles per hour, and 20 feet at 20 miles per hour. The X-Quad is equipped with 6 speed modes, 0 through 5, and each speed mode has a defined speed limit. For example, the top speed in speed mode 1 is about 7 miles per hour. The speed modes allow you to easily manage your speed to match your riding environment. So for example, if I'm riding in a tight space, I'll use speed mode 1, but if I'm out in the open, I'll use one of the faster speed modes. There are also 4 ride modes to choose from, based on the type of riding experience you're looking for. Conservative riders looking for a gradual acceleration and longer battery range should choose Eco mode. In Eco mode, depending on rider weight, it takes about 10 seconds to go from 0 to 20 miles per hour. Riders looking for a blend of solid battery range and brisker acceleration should choose Tour mode. In Tour mode, depending on rider weight, it takes about 6.5 seconds to go from 0 to 20 miles per hour. Riders looking for all-out power and the fastest acceleration should choose Sport mode. Quick disclaimer, this ride mode is only for experienced riders who have mastered the steering and other functions of the X-Quad. In Sport mode, depending on rider weight, it takes about 4 seconds to go from 0 to 20 miles per hour. Riders using the X-Quad on the golf course should choose the Golf mode, which is designed with a slower top speed of 14 miles per hour that takes about 6.5 seconds to go from 0 to 14, and lots of low-end torque for hill climbing in the grass. We offer a golf bag mount in our accessories section to carry your bag, so be sure to check that out. Thanks again for watching this three-part video series on the CycleBoard X-Quad. We look forward to seeing you out there on the trail.